From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your afternoon update.
Hey folks, good afternoon. Hope you had a nice Saturday so far. I certainly did. It felt great when I was waking up this morning heading into work. I was like, dang, is it really August? And sure enough, it was. And we just now broken 80, right? We're finally just past the 70s here in Florence, dew point of 61. So really not that humid out there. Doing pretty good here, and it's midday for Pete's sake. So yeah, I mean, if you've been outside for the first half of the day today, you felt it. You probably said the same thing, like, wow, feels great out here. I mean, check out Columbia, for example. Here in Murray County, it's 79 degrees with a dew point of 57, calm winds, but if you do get some winds, they'll be generally out of the north. Really just doing fantastic. Check it out here across the area. You see those 70s still lingering. We'll be back to the 80s here as we head through this afternoon over the next couple of hours. And yeah, there's still a few degrees of warm up, right? We'll be in the mid 80s when all is said and done with it again. There's that northerly wind coming in. That's doing us a lot of favors. That's relatively cooler air filtering into the Tennessee Valley. Still warm out there, feels good, but you know, we're not going to be seeing those upper 90s, right? Nothing like that. So a welcome change, that much is for sure. Now, if you're an early riser here for tomorrow like myself, looks like we're going to be talking 50s here across the Tennessee Valley. At least in portions of Tennessee, you might very well see those upper 50s, but most of us are probably going to be in the 60s. I think right there near 60, lower 60s is the story. Then of course, as we head through tomorrow, we'll be back to the mid 80s once again. I'll call it 83 to 86 on average across the Tennessee Valley. That high pressure doing us a lot of favors right now. As we head into the work week, well, things do change just a little bit, especially as we head through Tuesday, Wednesday. Hey, notice that there. We're starting to see the possibility, the signal of more precipitation chances filtering in. Now, they're not necessarily the highest ever, but I do think there's a pretty reasonable expectation that some of us could see some thunder showers and maybe a couple thunderstorms there in that midweek time frame. So we're watching that pretty carefully, and we kind of hold those light chances, but they're not particularly widespread, but we'll watch that very closely. I think the main story is the fact that we're kind of warming up in that same time frame. Not a lot, right? We'll be in the lower to mid 90s, but the trend is definitely upwards, right? And you can really see that upwards trend in terms of those lows here over the next several days. And like I said, through tonight and into tomorrow, on average, we'll only be around 60 to 62. Some of us will be even cooler, especially there up here in southern middle Tennessee, for example. We could very well see those upper 50s, right, as we head through 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. So very cool out there. And if you're going on a jog, heck, you might even need a light coat out there, right? That much is for sure. It's definitely a little bit of a change. But like I said, the trend is upwards over the next several days. And by the way, check that out there. You see those kind of thunder shower and thunderstorm chances there in the midweek. But again, they're not particularly high, but they are there. So I would consider that for your plans through the midweek. But besides that, this weekend just looks fantastic. Thanks for joining me for this forecast update. Of course, I'll be back with you at 6 and 9 for more fresh from Tennessee Valley Weather Center. And I'll speak to you then.